Good morning from sunny LA. There's the sun. Anyway, short video, little rant. I was on Facebook for like 2 minutes this morning. I try to stay out of the dog training groups, but I couldn't resist. I always like going in one, and it's the e-collar one. Because to me, that e-collar group has the most people that are unwilling to understand dogs. I saw the greatest post this morning, and I don't want to say that for the whole group. That's actually really bad for me to say. I don't want to be argumentative. I take that back. This one particular person in this group, I couldn't believe the unwillingness to see your own perspective in this, what's happening. The person had a picture of their dog, giant toy in their mouth, pinch collar, and e-collar, complaining about if they could find a stronger collar because when the dog's drive goes up, the collar isn't as effective. You're the one that causes the problem by getting your dog excited. Now you're going to get a stronger collar to shock them with? What is wrong with people? What are we doing to dogs? Take the time to understand them. If you're a professional trainer and you need to worry about going to a stronger e-collar for your own personal dog, you should not be taking money from other clients. You should not be taking money from clients. You should be working on your own dogs. It is ridiculous and it's embarrassing to our industry that those kinds of posts even like show up. How about take the ball out of his mouth? How about stop doing those activities and lower the drive? Who is that really for? Is the dog loving it? Does he wake up every day? Or is it the only reality that you provide for him because you like that reality? So, a little fired up this morning. I'm sorry to everybody who watches this, who then, emails me and, I apologize for getting fired up. I'm not apologizing today. I'm a little bit sorry that I'm fired up today, but not as much as usual. Because the fact is, that person's ego is bigger than his interest in dogs. And that's sad. That's sad that they're going to a client's home today to walk in to take money and they have no interest in learning the dogs. I guarantee you that's the first thing those two people would point out. If that person knows this and watches this, I wish you would email me. I wish you would comment, because I can't figure out where it comes from. The total disinterest in learning about dogs and just learning about tools. I can just throw an e-collar on them and no, listen. Really? Maybe some dogs, but then when they don't, you hope they don't call, or then they refer to other people who then actually solve the problem, or maybe the people never do. Maybe they just are so embarrassed because they feel like they have the one dog that they can't control. And it's just sad. And I just can't, and I'm good. If you guys are on my newsletter, I've been very, very, very slow in putting out content that is, because I don't want to get too ramped up too fast. It happens to me. I get fired up. I care so much about what's happening that I just get fired up. That's me. Just like when I'm walking right now and I'm shaking because I'm so fired up. That's her. That's her. That's her nervous system. That's who I am, right? I get fired up. What are you going to do? You're going to put an e-collar on me and tell me to sit and shock me? Come on, right? What are we doing here? No. We're going to look at her nervous system. We're going to look at her genetics. We're going to look at her learned behaviors. And we're going to figure out how to put a strategy together to get her to do the things that I want, right? Where did the miscommunication happen? But so many of these groups I go in, and all it is person posts like one question, dog ate a rock, and everybody's like, oh, put an e-collar on him. Oh, trade him for food. Instead of really, really diving in and seeing what's the problem. How did this problem actually get started? Does the dog just eat rocks? Does the dog just get so excited that I have to shock him with an e-collar? Or maybe the human has a huge component in that. Maybe their reality that you create for the dogs has a huge component in that. So I just wanted to make this a short video because as I'm drinking my coffee, I'm poking around. You guys can watch my dog poop, so it's funny. At least, oh, Jake, you didn't even poop. Now he's done. All right. Anyway. I just wanted to do a short little video. I don't understand how we can't take responsibility in these problems. Always put it on the dog. If you think the dog is responsible, you're always going to have problems. You have to take some credit in that. So instead of getting a bigger e-collar, instead of getting a bigger pinch collar and getting a bigger toy, how about thinking about maybe how the dog interprets that information? What does the dog feel about what you're doing? And then start from there. And you'll probably have a lot of growing and life lessons, because there's probably other things that you're doing in your life that are about you and not really about the partnership. So that's it. I'm sorry. I had to get fired up today. I just couldn't believe the I don't even know. I want to say things that I shouldn't say. I couldn't believe I don't know the word. I can't think of the word. I'm not a writer. I'm working on it though. Daniel, Argentina, represent. So yeah, that's it. Please feel free to post. This isn't anti-anything. If you use e-collars, use pinch collars, you play toys, great, go for you. If you have the exact dog that you want and you're super honest about that, perfect. Then I don't have to worry about it. But it's the people that are doing these things and don't realize what's happening, or just haven't thought about them, about maybe tapping into certain things, and those things are happening. But anyway, thank you so much. Audacity. That's a pretty good word, Philip. That's not quite. I'm like what's the word I'm looking for? The naivete, or whatever that fancy word is. How naive people are that they don't believe that those things are happening. So there's Melissa too. Alicia. So that's it. I hope this didn't come off angry, because I'm not angry. I'm just passionate, because that dog is going to get blamed and judged, and nobody is speaking for him, right? His own owner, who's a professional dog trainer, isn't even standing up for his own dog when he goes out. You know, he'll probably ask his dog to sit or do something, and then when the dog doesn't do it, or the dog is too excited, it's the tool. Oh, I have to get him a stronger e-collar. Okay. So anyway. Ignorance that's another good one. Thank you, Daniel. The guy who speaks fluent Spanish from Argentina was able to give me the right word. Thank you, Daniel. The ignorance. So yeah, I love everybody. I do have a lot of happiness in my heart. I'm not just all fire and passion. There is a lot of happiness, because look at these things, right? As my title said, they pay the price, right? We can just move on. Who are, unfortunate, we'll go to the shelter, we'll take them back, we'll rehome them to our cousin, right, who will take the dog. But responsibility. So thank you so much, anybody who clicked on right now. It really means a lot to me, because I really, in the last couple of years, have just had a giant eye-opening awakening to the repetitiveness in which people teach the skills to dogs. And, it's just kept making me think more and more. Why are we actually doing this stuff? Who's it changing? Who's it for? What's it fixing? And that's why I'm going to keep pumping my newsletter out. I'm going to keep providing content, because I really, there's not a lot of people that are talking for the dogs. A lot of people are teaching you tools and equipment and all these things, and I'm trying to teach you a cheaper way to really understand the way they are and what they need. So, love everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. If you celebrate holidays, there's some coming up. Have a wonderful holiday. If you don't celebrate holidays, just have a great day anyway. And do you have anything to add, Pete? Can we go over Aunt Teresa so I can play with my boyfriend today? Is what I want to do. Just want to see Rocco. All right. Thanks, Jay. Always doing good stuff too. Hi, Carrie. You just joined. I hope my message wasn't too argumentative, Carrie. I guess I'm going to stop it right now, Jay, and when I do, it will probably let you rewatch it. So, all right, everybody. Love your faces. Make sure you go to balancedogsllc.com and sign up for my newsletter. Bye.